So thank you so much for those of you who've joined me in the last 4 sessions in which we covered 4 different breathing techniques. So today, if you were on the call yesterday, today I'm going to go through all 4 breathing techniques, and then that'll lead us into a little bit of mindfulness at the end if you have time. Okay, so we first of all started off, we learned how to breathe with the entire torso, and that means exhaling all the breath out and starting the inhale from the lower belly. By allowing the lower belly to come out, you give space for the diaphragm muscle to come down. When the diaphragm muscle comes down, your lungs can really expand at the bottom and fill with all of that oxygenated blood. Okay, so we'll start with the full torso breath, and then we'll move into our box breathing, and we might do breath of fire, the ego eradicator, after that, and then we'll move into alternative nostril breathing, which will calm us once again to move us into a mindful state. So we'll start off, we'll start to bring these beta brain waves down from quite a high state, and slowly, if you were hooked up to a monitor doing this breathing technique, you would start to see that you start to get much more relaxed and move into what we call alpha brainwave states. And in alpha brainwave states, that is your gateway into meditation, and that's when the thoughts start to spread out somewhat. It's like clouds in the sky. I always think of thoughts as clouds in the sky, and they just drift on through, and then you get this beautiful clearing through to a magnificent blue sky. And that's the space in between your thoughts. So the whole purpose of meditation is to actually get more blue sky and less clouds. So when the thoughts come along, they drift along into our mind. We can't stop them. They come along subconsciously. They come into our mind, the thoughts come in, and then we just observe it. And we observe that thought and we let it go. And then behind that thought might be another thought straight away. And we just observe that thought and we let it go. When all those clouds have started to move across, we start to get this magnificent blue sky that comes through in the clearing between the clouds. And that's where we're aiming to go. But the focus will be on the breath. Okay, so thank you for those of you who have already joined me or who will be listening to this later in a replay. I'm going to get comfortable here. We'll start with full torso breathing. So exhale all of the air out of the lungs, squeeze the body, elongate the spine, really squeeze. And if you can do this with closed eyes, it's really good. And then allow the lower belly to pop out and inhale through the lower belly, the upper belly. The rib cage expands. Take the breath up through the throat, behind the eyes, top of the head, hold it there. And exhale it all out very slowly, consciously, keeping your awareness on the breath, squeezing out that last drop of air, and allowing the belly to come out at the bottom, breathing in through the whole lower belly, breathing in through the rib cage, the chest lifts, through the throat, behind the eyes, top of the head, and control the breath on the way out. And as that breath leaves the body, we squeeze the body and elongate the spine like we're wringing out the whole torso. And inhale from the lower belly, upper belly, the rib cage expands like a balloon. Take that breath up through the chest, throat, behind the eyes, top of the head, and releasing the breath out slowly, consciously, elongating the spine, as you squeeze the last drop of air out of the body. One more, allowing the lower belly to come out on the inhale. The whole entire torso starts to expand. The chest lifts through the throat. Take that breath like it's going out the top of your head. Move that energy through the body. And squeezing, elongating as you exhale the breath out. And now in counts of 4 with a hold at the top. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. This is your box breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale using the entire torso. 2, 3. All the way to the top of the head. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let it go. Exhale it all out. 3, 4. Hold that breath out without closing the throat. Make sure all of the air is out at the bottom. 4. And inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath at the top. 2. Keep your throat open. 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath out. Keep the throat open. A little bit more air. You can squeeze out at the bottom there. 3, 4. A little bit slower. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. One more time with the box breathing. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath out. In. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. With control. 4. Hold it out. 1, 2. Mind body coherence. 3, 4. And simply relax. And if you want to keep your eyes closed, that's fine. Just relax into this. Feel the sensations in your body. Relaxing, the eyes closed, just focusing on the breath. And when thoughts start to come up about all the other things that you have to do, take your focus to that space behind your eyes. And behind the eyes, see that vast black space behind the eyes, like a giant movie screen. And as the observer of thoughts, you see the thoughts coming in like clouds through the sky. You can't stop them coming. You're observing the thought as it comes in. And as an observer, no judgment, no opinion, you're allowing that thought to drift on by. And another one comes in, and again, you observe. Simply observe, no judgment, no opinion. You don't fuel it, you don't give it any energy. And you wait for that clearing between the thoughts, and you come back to the breath. Now we'll go into breath of fire, which will fire up the energy through the body. So in breath of fire, when we pump the diaphragm, and this is what we did yesterday, and we're really using the lungs, we're using the diaphragm to force the breath out of the nose. We focus on the exhale, and when we do this, we start to increase the flow of energy through the central channel of the body, known as the Sushumna channel. Okay, so through the Sushumna channel, we have moving energy, we have prana moving through us. Now, this is not woo-woo spiritual, let's go find crystals and hug a tree stuff. This is scientifically proven now. We have a channel of energy flowing through us. We are, in fact, a bar magnet, just like the whole entire earth is a bar magnet. We have a North Pole, we have a South Pole. And as we're allowing this energy to flow through, as the energy is actually flowing in through the base of the spine, it comes up through the central channel, or you can say the cerebral spinal fluid of the spine, and that energy comes all the way through the body and out the top of the head. And if we had something that could actually see the frequency around the body, you would see the field of energy exactly in the same shape as a bar magnet. And when you look at the field of energy around any bar magnet, you see these magnificent curves going all the way around the body or around planet Earth, and they're going around 360. So this is your electromagnetic field that you're putting out to the whole entire field around you, and this is your energy that you're giving out to everyone in your immediate vicinity. So here where we are, a lot of us are at home all day. Make sure your energy is high and beautiful, and everyone will be feeling that and benefit from that. So this is not wasted time. This is not time where you could be figuring out your problems or cleaning the house or doing the pile of ironing. This is time for you to reset the brain, the body, get the right and the left hemisphere of the brain working together in this beautiful coherence. So let's do breath of fire and really start to move the energy through the body, through this central channel. So I'll just go through it very quickly for those of you who didn't see the video yesterday. Placing your hand just on the soft spot underneath your rib cage, so just where your ribs separate at the bottom there, there's a nice soft spot there. Place the palm of your hand there, and then place the other hand on your lower belly. And using just your nose, and you may want to blow your nose before you do this. Okay, so just forcing the air out of the nose, we're going to really take a big deep breath in first, and then blow it out through the nose. Okay, so when you blow out through the nose, and I think you can see this on the video, you'll feel your whole torso moving in on that out breath. So I'll do a few for you here. And it's very much like a dog panting. So if you're not getting the hang of this, just pant like a dog. Check out this. There you go. Not afraid of looking completely insane live on Facebook. Okay, so let's do our breath of fire, first of all with our hands on our belly. And if you want to close your eyes and do it, that's cool. So we're going to do this for about a minute, and we're just focusing on the out breath. Here we go. And keep it going. As you're pumping the air out, you'll actually feel the diaphragm, that big sheet of muscle working for you that sits underneath the lungs. And just focus on the exhale. "30 more seconds, keep it going. And as you do this, you'll start to feel energy, you'll start to feel sensations in your head, in your body. Your stomach may ache a little bit, but that's okay. 5 more seconds. And stopping, take a big deep breath at the top. Hold that breath in and exhaling. Okay, now like we did yesterday, we're going to take it up a little notch. In Kundalini Yoga, what we do is we put our arms up above the head at 45 degrees. And after a couple of minutes, your arms start to ache. Now, why on earth would you want your arms to ache while you're doing this breath? Well, what you're actually visualizing in your mind is this sphere of energy that you're creating through this central channel and around your body. And with your arms up at 45 degrees, it's almost like you're making this sphere of energy around your body. So you curl your fingers in, because you can't see my hands at the top, you curl your fingers in and your thumbs are pointing towards one another. At the end of the breathing, what we do is we bring thumbs into touch, the index fingers into touch. We make a triangle at the top and we hold the breath in at the top at the end of a couple of minutes, breath of fire. So we are going to do it for a couple of minutes, and I really hope that you do it with me. Better to do it with the eyes closed. So here we go. We take the arms up, the fingers are in, the thumbs are pointing towards one another. We take the arms up at 45 degrees and we start the breath out, and I am timing you. Here we go. And as you're breathing out, you'll actually feel your back muscles start to work. You'll feel your tummy muscles start to work. Your arms will start to really feel this as you're doing your breath of fire, and keep the diaphragm pumping. And just know that you're building a sphere of energy around you. If I hooked you up to a monitor right now, you'd see this magnificent electromagnetic field growing around your body. Keep going. That's 1 minute, so you're halfway there. Really focus on straightening those arms. Your shoulders will start to ache. Come on, keep it with me. And as you pump your diaphragm, start to take your focus now on the space between your eyebrows. All of your focus on the space between your eyebrows. 30 seconds. Pump the diaphragm as hard as you can and really exhale out of the nose. Your 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and take your arms above your head. Bring your index finger and your thumbs together. Hold the arms at the top or hold on the inhale. Stretch and hold. Override that mind that says you want to breathe out. Hold it at the top. And as you exhale, bring the palms together all the way in front of the heart and press your thumbs into that space between your chest into the sternum. And closing your eyes, I want you to simply breathe gently and feel your beating heart. Feel your beating heart against your thumbs. Nice, long, slow, relaxed, deep breaths. And you have a beautiful field of energy. If you did that with me, you are glowing right now. The electromagnetic field around your body is expanded. your body is at a higher frequency. And you can probably still feel your heart rate quite quick. And when you're ready, just placing your hands down, relax for a moment. And we're moving into our Nadi Shodhana breath that we did a couple of days ago. And this is our alternative nostril breathing. So we're going to curl down the index finger and the middle finger, and we're going to use the ring finger and the thumb to block over the nostrils on each of the breaths. Now, our alternative nostril breathing, the whole point behind this is to start getting the right hemisphere of the brain talking to the left hemisphere of the brain. Why do we want to do this? Well, because most of us, most of the time, are sitting in our left logical side of the brain, figuring out answers to problems, analyzing, and it's great for learning new things. But sometimes we need to activate that right side more, that's more creative and open to intuition and ideas. This is where our downloads of inspiration actually come from the right side of the brain. It's like, you think about the best musicians in the world, the ones that have wrote the most beautiful music, the most beautiful lyrics. They don't sit there thinking, oh, what am I going to do for the next line? How am I going to write the next line? They simply allow, and in that beautiful space, in the clearing between thoughts, where there are no thoughts, you get this download, this inspiration. And we've all had this. Who's been in the middle of doing something totally, like you're cleaning your teeth or you're making your bed, and suddenly, bang, you got the answers to a problem. And it wasn't through trying to work it out, it was just through having a calm, clear mind and allowing enough space for that creativity to come in and download. And so that's what we're doing in Nadi Shodhana. Okay, so let's do alternative nostril breathing. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. And we're going to be covering over the right nostril first. So bring in your index and your middle finger. We're covering up the right nostril. And let's take a big deep breath in through the left side. And at the top of the breath, hold that breath and change sides. So you're opening up the right now and breathing out through the right, using your whole entire torso, breathing out through the right. And breathing in through the right. Change at the top. And we're breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left, using the whole entire torso. Change at the top. And breathing out through the right. Nice and slow and relaxed. And breathing in through the right side. Change at the top. Breathing out through the left side. Really squeezing out that last drop of air. Breathing in through the left side. Hold it at the top and change sides. We're breathing out through the right. And breathing in through the right. Nice and slow, deep breaths. Hold it at the top. Change sides. And we're breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left. Nice, big, deep breath in. Hold it at the top. And exhale out from the right side. Breathing in through the right side. Holding at the top. Change sides. And breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left side. And change sides and hold, breathing out through the right. And in through the right. Change sides, breathing out left. Breathing in left. Change sides, breathe out right. Nice, slowly controlling breath. Breathe in right. Change sides, breathe out left. Breathe in left. One more time each side. Breathe out right. Breathe in right. Change sides, breathe out left. Breathe in through the left. Hold that breath at the top. Relax your arms down. And just sit with your eyes closed. And relax. And now I'd like you to place all of your focus on all of the things that you can hear. Maybe there's white noise in the background. My voice. You can hear maybe the air conditioning in the room. A car in the distance. Really tuning in to everything you can hear in the background. A ticking clock. And moving your awareness to all of them sensations you can feel right now. Maybe sensations in your toes, back of your legs, on the chair, on the floor, wherever you're sitting. The clothes against your skin. Maybe you can feel the air conditioning on your face, or if you're outside, you can feel the breeze on you. Maybe from the open door. All of the sensations. Maybe you can become aware of your heart beating. The air moving in and out of your nostrils. And moving your awareness to your sense of smell. Is there anything you can smell in the room? Maybe you can smell your deodorant. Maybe you can smell something in the background. The smell of coffee, something cooking. Focusing on that space inside of your nose that takes all of those messages up to the brain. And bringing your focus to anything you can taste in your mouth. Maybe Maybe a cup of coffee you had earlier. Maybe your mouth tastes a little sweet or sour, dry, after all the breath work. And now placing all the focus on the space behind your eyes. This beautiful expanse of space that goes on for infinity. And maybe in that space behind your eyes you see shapes, people's faces, words, reminders, a thought, an image of somewhere that you'd love to be. And when a thought comes into your mind, just like a cloud in the sky, allow it to be there. We can't actually physically stop thoughts from coming in. They're completely a subconscious thing that happens. The thought comes in just like a cloud. Observe it. Be the observer of your own mind. Don't give that thought any energy. Allow. When you allow, that thought loses its hold on you, it loses its power and it drifts on by. And you get a little bit of clearing in between each thought. Maybe 2 or 3 other thoughts come in. Thoughts are pretty heavy. Allow, be the observer of them. You are not your thoughts, you're the observer of your thoughts. And come back to the clearing, that space behind your eyes. Allow any images to drift in, reminders, things you know you need to do at some stage. Allow them to be there. See them, observe them. And throughout all of this, your heart keeps beating and you keep taking fresh air into your lungs. So much to be grateful for, guys, no matter what anyone's situation is, if we still have air in the lungs and a beating heart. Keeping the focus on the space behind your eyes. And now bring your awareness back into your breath. Take a nice big deep breath in from the base of the belly all the way through the abdominals. The ribcage expands. Take your breath up to the top of your head. And release that breath out with control, squeezing and elongating the body as you squeeze out the last drop of air. One more time. Inhale, lower belly. Inhale, chest. Inhale, take it to the top of the head and hold it there. And relaxing that breath out, squeezing the last drop of air. And if you'd like, you can join me by placing your palms together in front of your heart. Press your thumbs against that sternum, the bone between your chest. And once again, feel your beating heart. And on an inhale, take your arms up above you to the sky. Stretch up. And now take your gaze up to the ceiling and open your eyes. We're surrounded, guys, by universal energies. It's amazing. Okay, now we're going to pull some of it in, and it is a visualization. I'm going to pull that in by making a fist with both hands. We'll pull that energy into our body and take those fists into the base of our abdominals and let it all go and relax. Okay, I hope that was working for you guys. We'll find out maybe in the comments later. So we went through 4 different types of breath work there, and that may have been a little bit new for people who just tuned in. So we did the full torso breathing, which is really important to get the whole entire body working on the breath. If you're not working the whole entire body on the breath, then you're losing some of this beautiful oxygenated blood that travels around the entire body. Okay, so full torso breathing is super, super important. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you to all of you. I can't see the screen from there because with my short sight. So thanks everybody for joining me on this call. And if you want to leave any comments or message me on Messenger, that's cool too. Okay, have a beautiful day. See you.